a lot of time by myself. You know, like, as you know, we travel constantly. We're always in different areas of the world. You're always trying to find your way. But a lot of times you go back to that hotel room or wherever and you're by yourself. And when you're left with nothing but yourself, you got to figure out how to like yourself. And probably not until my 40s, which is why I'm trying to put you guys on to game way earlier, so you don't have to go through your life searching for something that is within you the whole time. So when I narrowed it down to, I don't want any opportunity, I don't want any relationship, friendship, job opportunity, nothing that takes me away from my joy, my peace, and my grace. Anytime I've sacrificed one of those things, it has led me to the worst experiences of my life. And that's really what has kept me in this space. But it's recent, and I hope nobody has to wait until their 40s to find that space. It's like you know that feeling that when you get introduced to a new group of people, that thing that shoots up with you, and somebody might just give off the wrong energy. Yes. And you know it. You can feel it immediately, and all you want to do is get away. A lot of times we override that feeling because we think it might lead to some different opportunity. The reality is, when we override that little thing that pops up in our brain or in your chest or in your heart, that's a warning. That is your soul warning you away. Because whatever is at the end of that opportunity is not going to be good for you. It might be a nice check, but it might be a check that erodes your soul. And at the end of the day, you need to be able to recognize and live with and love yourself. And your soul should be intact. So anything, people, opportunities, jobs that make you question your joy, your peace, and your grace. If I need to cuss you out every day at work, this isn't the job opportunity for me. And coming to grips with that. And that took me a long time, because to me, it's like, and I'm sure a lot of people out there, I have to support a lot of people. You know, my husband does very well for himself, and he supports a lot of people. And our money's separate. So, you know, all the people I'm personally responsible for have made me feel like I got to just take any job. You know what I mean? Whatever job pays me that helps me, you know, take care of my family and all my responsibilities, I should just do that. But all money ain't good money, and all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And it's like, you know, trying to figure out what is that thing that will always keep me on the straight and narrow with my soul. Your joy, your peace, and your grace. And you can feel it. You can feel it. I mean, you've probably been in so many different kinds of situations where somebody walks in the room and immediately you're like, I don't want any part of that.
I actually become super, well, I used to become super shy, you know. As I mentioned before, I wanted to be that person that pleases everyone, you know, that everyone is cool with. But yeah, you're right. There's a time in life when you decide to please yourself first and wake up, you know, and look around and feel that energy. You kind of realize that sometimes it's better to be by yourself than in bad company. In Portuguese, we have this thing, I don't know if in English makes sense, but that's like a statement that we have. Better solo than with a bad vibe in this case.
Translates perfectly. Yep. Same.
So yeah, it took me a few years as well, because I'm very needy, you know. My mom used to be a flight attendant when I was little, so she was always flying, literally, inside of an airplane. So I feel like I always needed people around me to feel love, to feel that someone cares about me, you know. But I mean, for the first time in my life, by myself, well, not really. I've been by myself in New York the first years when I started working. But right now, like, I didn't imagine that I would be here, away from home, away from family, 3 months straight, and dealing with myself. So it's been an exciting journey. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah.
I think you learn a lot more by yourself than you do in a crowded in a room full of people. I mean, how many times have you ever felt the loneliest in a crowded room?
Yeah.
You know, and that sounds weird, but like,
not at all.
So many times where I'm amongst, you know, big groups of people that I'm supposed to be very excited about being and feel very privileged to be in the company of whoever. And all I feel is isolated and alone and purposefully misunderstood. And at this stage of life, it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it. If at the end of whatever this great opportunity is supposed to be, I feel like I'm lonely in a crowded room, not for me. Not every check that comes with more zeros brings more peace. You know what I mean? Trying to marry all those things, joy, peace, grace, soul fulfillment. And it doesn't also come with opportunities that might be the things that your parents want or society wants. It may look really different, but trying to figure out, what do I actually want? What am I actually passionate about? Not what I've been told I'm supposed to want, or what I've been socialized to believe I need. Okay, now that I've deciphered what I like, my wants, my joys, my peace, my grace, my desires, versus what my parents want, versus what society wants. Okay. Now we're working with a baseline of what feeds my soul. And let's move from there. And so far, I feel like I could say, I promise you, if you follow whatever brings you joy, peace, and allows for grace, you will not be disappointed. And that's people, opportunities, friendships, relationships. It all needs to feel like it's feeding your soul, not eroding your soul.
I can relate. I definitely can relate to that. And I feel like the sooner we realize that,